Well, Jason,
Yep.
Joe and Ellie still have plenty of battles ahead of them in The Last of Us Season 2. That's our first hot topic, brought to you by Walton Arts Center. So yeah, this week HBO announced that the long-awaited second season of the series, based on the 2013 video game, will premiere this April on Max. I'm so excited. The streamer also unveiled a thrilling new teaser giving fans their first look at some newcomers to the cast and what is more to come. There are still plenty of zombies for Joel and Ellie to fight, but this season the risks are higher. Season 2 takes place 5 years after the events of Season 1, as Joel and Ellie are drawn into conflict with each other in a world even more dangerous and unpredictable than the one they left behind. I know that we talked about this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know what happens,
Yeah,
right?
well, you said
But
you've played the game,
I
which
did.
never
I did
played
both
the game.
of them,
Yeah.
right? And so I know what happens.
No spoilers.
I won't. I'll tell you what happens in the end. No, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it, Mom. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's going to be a big one.
You know, the first season was absolutely fantastic. I was
Yes.
glued to the TV. I was one of those that was watching it every week as they would drop or whatever.
Same.
So I was really intrigued, and I thought the acting was phenomenal. I mean, I even saw, was my man Jeffrey Wright in that
Yes,
trailer?
he
So he's
is.
joining in Season 2, so that should be awesome. Just a phenomenal cast.
Yes,
I'm
and how
looking
about those
forward to it.
gnarly sounds that those clickers make? Man,
Oh my
they're-
gosh,
Ugh,
terrifying.
So
right?
gross.
Yeah, those zombies are going to come out of the woodwork. Well, Paris Jackson celebrating her sobriety.
Aw.
Yesterday, the singer-songwriter took to Instagram to celebrate being clean and sober for 5 years. In her post, Paris included a compilation video of her journey through the years, and while the clip began with footage of Paris consuming alcohol, it then finished with recent moments of the performer sober while singing, attending events, and completing adventurous activities. It ended with a message that read, quote, "To those that helped me on this journey, if only for just the beginning, middle, or the whole time so far, you know who you are." We just wanted to say congratulations, Paris. That is exciting to kind of reach a milestone where you feel healthy.
Absolutely. In 5 years, that's really great.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
long time.
Absolutely.
So love
And
to
she's
see it.
definitely been through a lot. So.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting. Scarlett Johansson has a new gig. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm disappointed that we didn't get it, but it's fine.
Hey,
I think
listen,
there was just some
the phone
wires.
call could still come through.
Yeah, and I'm assuming we just missed it. So yeah, the Marvel star is going to be joining Jenna Bush Hager on Today with Jenna and Friends as a guest co-host beginning Tuesday, January 21st. Jenna calls it a wild dream, saying that she and Scarlett have a lot in common and that the show has so many fun things planned. Now, Today with Jenna and Friends is going to launch January 13th, and they're going to have a rotating list of celebrity guests such as Taraji P. Henson, Ava Longoria, and Keke Palmer. So excited about that. Jenna said, quote, "What's so cool about it is that it really does feel like we're pulling up all chairs for all different types of people." I can't wait
I
for
can't
it.
wait for it
Obviously
either.
sad that Hoda's leaving, but I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see kind of what they're going to do.
I am too, and how long it will last. And
Yeah.
you know, I know they say they're kind of filling in with co-hosts until they find that permanent co-host
Sure.
to be on with
or
Jenna.
permanent co-hosts.
But yeah, right, us.
Right?
But potentially, this could have some legs to it. Bringing
I
in
know.
stars to co-host the show with Jenna and
Yeah.
kind of see what kind of flair they bring.
That's it, and kind of see him in a new role.
Absolutely in a new role.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting stuff there. Brenda Song hopes to keep her kids out of the spotlight for as long as possible. The Last Showgirl actress recently opened up about taking her two sons to partner Macaulay Culkin's Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony, which you see here in December of 2023. She said that even though it was such a special moment, her sons were scared of all the cameras. She said that's one of the reasons why we sort of keep them away. They did not understand what was happening. They didn't ask for this life. So, yeah, I mean, this article went on to say that once those kids grow up a bit, they're just going to keep them out of the spotlight as long as they can.
Yeah, I don't blame them, especially with what Macaulay has gone
Right.
through, you know, and I think it's great that they're being a little overprotective
Yeah,
about it.
yes.
And yeah, open about, hey, don't take pictures of my kids,
I know.
you know.
I know, and obviously, you know, we've talked about the psychological effects on the child
Right.
stars, and you want to make sure they're healthy. So Macaulay Culkin seems like he's in a good place right now. But all that fame at an early age can have the adverse effect.
I
too,
agree.
so.
Yes, I think they're making a great choice. Well, Brooke Shields wants her daughters to feel comfortable in aging as naturally as she is. In a recent interview, the actress shared what it's been like raising her two daughters in a culture that seems to be really obsessed with being younger. She said, quote, "I look at my two girls, everything's higher and tighter and smoother, and I know it's all appealing and it does sell, but I want my girls not to be terrified to be my age." Now, this really is a hot topic right now
sure
because, I
is.
mean, think about Demi Moore in The Substance, right? I mean,
which is all about that. I mean, the subject of that film is
Yeah.
about beauty.
Exactly.
And what that means.
Exactly, and wanting to be your younger self. And I know Cameron Diaz is a big advocate for that too, about aging gracefully. I mean, you
Sure.
know, you should look your age, and that's okay.
And I think that it's good for us as a society to be having this conversation right
Yeah.
now. As in previous years and decades, it seems to be something that we didn't talk about as much. You didn't want to
Right.
age, right?
Exactly.
Brooke Shields looks amazing.
I know she's stunning. She's absolutely stunning. And then I also just have to say, you know, when you see these movies of like, you know, a guy in his 60s and the woman cast as his wife is in her 20s.
Right.
And you're like,
Yeah, the little bit disparity there.
right, yeah,
Right.
give me a break.
So yeah, I love that we're talking about this. And
Yes.
another thing, we've been talking about Lisa Kudrow a lot lately and
Yeah.
kind of the cast of Friends. Well, Matthew Perry is showing Lisa Kudrow signs more than a year after his death. Check this out. When asked by Drew Barrymore if she had ever stolen anything from the set of Friends, the actress teased that she had, but she didn't want to say what, and that prompted Barrymore, of course, to wonder about the fate of the cookie time jar from the show. Kudrow said Matthew Perry gave it to her at the end of the last episode, adding that she recently rediscovered it. And here's the good part. Along with an extra special memento from her late co-star. She said, quote, "I had recently found the note that he had in it for me. He had a note in there and I forgot about it." Rediscovering this, I mean, it's kind of heartwarming to know that that cast is rediscovering and still alive in some way in
Yeah,
your heart.
and
So,
finding new things.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
yeah.